Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here at ICP, seeing what's going on. We're going to have to draw out some new fib levels here since we kind of topped out from this most recent push. Did hit that level we were expecting, roughly around $12. That is the most recent high. We're going to draw this out a little bit further and make sure we pay attention to that as well. And we'll see what the new fibs are looking like. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I love teaching people to trade, and I've been trading for a very long time. And super rewarded by being able to work daily with some phenomenal traders. So thank you again to my community members for just being an awesome part of my life. Thank you as well for watching and hopefully learning a thing or two. The whole concept is to educate you so you can become a better trader and be more self-sufficient. Do this on your own time. This is my full-time job, and I can tell you it's super rewarding, even outside of all the awesome interactions with my community. Speaking of community, congrats to our community members here for some nice plus trades here. We got some nice scalps coming in there. Matic, a lot of longs and shorts. AVAX, we got a new Chainlink trading pair, if I'm not mistaken, as well as Cardano. So we're just scraping in the profits here. That's how scalping works, folks. You just in and out kind of quickly. Again, that's day trading. I've got my premium group as well. We're a little slow on the profit just based on the simple fact that the price is kind of being all funky with us right now, and I don't want to over trade without confirmation. And we're getting close to confirmation from Bitcoin, and once we do, promise you green lights, we'll have a lot more trades. But for right now, let's find out if ICP is worth taking a trade here. Okay, so let's look at a couple of key factors here. Let's go with the daily and work our way down, because when we talked about this yesterday too, ICP is exuding some really positive behavior on larger time frames. So if we look at this here, minus the rejection off this 20-day SMA, we're still maintaining the 50. A lot of coins are below the 50-day SMA, and that's a good sign for us. So staying above that level is extremely important. We lose that, we'll have to have a different conversation. The truth is, though, we're not like truly bullish either. We're still under 50 on the RSI on the daily. Stochastic is swinging up, but it's not like a strong indication of a buy signal. It's just kind of swinging up because we went down for so long that it has to shift momentum. It's kind of it's a momentous indicator, kind of letting us know that we are shifting that momentum. It works faster than the MACD. MACD is a very slow moving average here. It takes the 12 and the 26. When you have an intersection in an upward fashion, it's a bullish continuation, which we're not seeing yet. We are seeing a taper though, which is usually good. That implies that the bullish, the bearish behavior is declining and bears are losing control, or more so just letting the bulls take control for the time being. So that's what we kind of want to try to understand. Are they just tricking us here, or are they not? the whole game of crypto is exactly that. It's like instead of Game of Thrones, it's Game of Crypto, right? And you got all these market movers up on the top, Dragon Lords and all that stuff. They're all taking full advantage of the little peons like us here, but we want to work our way up to, our knighthood and get all that wonderful stuff, right? So let's see what we can do here on the 4 hour. And it's looking still kind of bearish. I mean, the truth is 4 hour wasn't fantastic yesterday. It's looking better now that we're not. We broke below because we were testing the 50-day SMA on the 4 hour yesterday. We've broken above, and now we're tentatively below, so it could be a resistance level for us. Key takeaway here is this 0.382 fib level at 11.16 needs to hold. If it doesn't, we could see further downside. But at this point, our previous resistance level at 11.50, that's the key takeaway there. We want a good solid closure above that. So we want our 4 hour time frame to be above that at this point. I think a good confirmation for this trend to continue up is to get a closure on the 4 hour at about 11.50 or higher. Having said that, stochastic swinging down, big surprise. We're pivoting, potential pivot off of 50 on the RSI though. This is a good sign. Keep in mind, it's not like a definitive line in the sand, we're good to go now, go full long. It just tells us that, hey, if we can hold this level for 12 more hours roughly, then we're good to go. And I get the question often, like, what do you mean by hold the level for X amount of hours? Well, it changes a lot, but for the most part, you want confirming factors, and confirmation for me is sustaining a certain level for a certain amount of time. 4 hour time frame, you probably want at least 2 or 3 candles above that level. Just one candle and it isn't usually enough. What that does though is that tells you in that last 4 hours, or 12 hours rather, you have the bulls taking control of that price action at that point. The likelihood of the price continuing lower is lower. Now you can miss opportunities by doing that, so that's why we look at the hourly as well and confirm above the cloud. That's also a confirming factor. We want to have at least 3 or 4 hours above the cloud. Okay, so if you kind of start to learn, over time, it's important to wait for confirmation. And while there's tons of missed opportunities there, there's also tons of bad missed opportunities too, okay? So you're missing on bad opportunities as well. So do not just be hyper-focused on all the profits you're losing by not taking a trade. Think about how much you're saving by not taking bad trades. Okay. Again, reverse your thinking sometimes helps. Moving average convergence divergence to the downside here, we're losing momentum. So if we get a pivot here now at this $11 mark, it's a close approximate. We actually worked almost perfectly down to $11. Look at that, it's a perfect round number, $11 and 0.00 and 4 thousandths of a cent. That is like so standard trading. Like round numbers are so crazy. So if you're going to be trading, do not just choose round numbers to take profits with. It's usually not a great consideration. So last thing here on the hourly is the Ichimoku Cloud, which we're still above. But you got to keep in mind, we've got tremendous amount of momentum to the downside. Lagging span and conversion line are below the baseline. So we got this guy in the price action, no reason to take a trade. This guy in the price below the baseline, also no reason to take a trade. And I'm referring to long trades here. While you could consider shorting, it's kind of late and we're still going to be trending within the cloud here soon. So this is really just a consideration to be like, hey, you got to be patient for a few hours, maybe even a couple of days to take a trade with this one. Again, that's me personally. We've taken a lot of profit off of ICP in the past, but we took a lot of profit because we waited for the right opportunity. Jumping in now in either direction seems fairly risky to me. If you are a spot trader though, different story altogether. This seems like a pretty valuable position to try to trade into. Again, you got to recognize though, Bitcoin sells off to 38, 37K to fill those lower levels of liquidity. We could very well see ICP retesting the single digit mark. Okay, so please understand that. So grains of salt all throughout here. So whatever analogy you want to put in here is up to you, but at this point, no trade is a good trade. That's my personal opinion. So again, just keep in mind, if we do validate, we close above, say, 1150, we have a solid chance of the price continuing higher. We just got to recognize that Bitcoin is calling the shots right now. And even though ICP performed very well contrary to Bitcoin yesterday, it's selling off as well as Bitcoin is too. It's just a slightly different variable. So that being said, that's where we're at here. I hope that made sense. I described this correctly. Thank you to Bitunix for just being an awesome part of our community here. No KYC via VPN exchange, link down below if you want to register. Highly recommend it though. They took very good care of our community. They actually had some downtime for updates and maintenance, and they compensated everybody and just made it a really cool experience. So that's something you don't really hear of anymore, and I'm super thankful to be able to work with some in an exchange like that. They make us feel like home. It's a cool thing. Thanks again, Bitunix. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Looking forward to working with you. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.